Now we're going to make oatmeal cookies. Oatmeal cookies is something you might remember from your childhood. It's something I remember and used to love to make. And it's something I did miss when I had to eat gluten-free. Kids love these, adults love these. It's something you can vary up and make to your own taste. So let's get started with the flour. So we're starting again with oat flour. And then we're going to add some gluten-free flour blend, which is again white rice, tapioca flour, and potato starch. Then we're going to add some baking soda and some salt. We also have some oats. So these again are the gluten-free oats. And the only spice we add this time is cinnamon. So let's just mix those up. This recipe goes really quite quickly. And the dough can be kept in the freezer to be baked off whenever you want. So let's now get started with the mixer ingredients. So we're going to start with butter, which is at room temperature. Then we're going to add 2 sugars. So this is what makes this cookie chewy. We add white sugar, and we also add brown sugar. We're just going to cream those for a moment. So by creaming them, you're breaking up the butter and you're mixing it with the sugar, so the sugar melts a little bit into the butter. We've now got the butter and the sugar incorporating really nicely. So now we can add a little bit more liquid. So we're going to add some vanilla. We're going to add an egg. It's always best to crack the egg into something first, just to make sure you don't get any eggshells. And as well, we're adding 2 tablespoons of egg whites, or about 1 egg white. So now that these are all nicely incorporated, we can now add our dry ingredients. This cookie adapts really well to adding raisins or chocolate chips. So what I often do is I make up the dough and I bake some of them off, just plain, and then I'll add some chocolate chips to the rest of the dough or some raisins. Doesn't take very long to incorporate these. There we go. As you can see, it looks like any other oatmeal cookie dough. One of the ways we're able to achieve this is using oat flour, and as opposed to more of regular flour. So you'll find that these cookies have a really true oat taste, even as opposed to some of the other gluten oatmeal cookies that you've had. So let's just get started. This will make about 36 cookies. I like to use a scoop. For this particular cookie, it doesn't use a whole scoop. So now that I've taken out some of these, now would be the time that I might want to add in some of the other ingredients. So I'm going to finish scooping these out, and we'll get them in the oven. And then when they come out, I'll see you right back here. We get to taste some oatmeal cookies. We're now ready to take our oatmeal cookies out of the oven. Oh, they look amazing. They're just golden around the sides. They're too hot now to try, but I did make some earlier. Oh, and look, here's some with chocolate chips in them as well. Let me try one of these. Crunchy, very oatmeal-y. It's like oatmeal in a bowl, but in a cookie. Now you too can make gluten-free oatmeal cookies at home.